mum ask me yesterday about a 9-month-old and asking about whether or not she should be worried about the baby's communication development. And it got me thinking, this is one where lots of parents actually don't know what's normal. They know what's normal for their baby's motor development, and that information is probably really widely out there, but what's normal for their communication development when they're just a baby is something that there really isn't a lot of good information about. So I just thought today I'd just quickly share with you a few of the key things to look out for in your bub up until the point where first words are starting to emerge or should be starting to emerge. Now, the first thing to look for is that even in a very, very young infant, that's only a few days old or a few weeks old, that they should be seeking out people's faces more so than other visual stimulus. So they should be more interested in people than they are in objects. And that's not to say that they won't get very excited about lights and contrast in light and dark and things like that. But as their vision starts to improve over the first few weeks of life, they should be starting to actually make eye contact and hold their gaze on people's faces for prolonged periods of time. So if this isn't happening in your newborn infant, then please seek some extra advice about development and to be able to get things checked out. Now, by the time they are 6 months of age, they should be smiling responsively. They should have really happy sort of engagement with people. They should find interactions with people highly rewarding and be very responsive when somebody does something to them. They sort of react in some way. So that's what they should be doing by 6 months. Now, by 9 months, we should see a really big change in the way that they're interacting, in that they should be now starting to really take turns by making some sounds each time somebody else makes a sound. They should be consistently responding to their name being called, and that response should be pretty quick. So one of the things that I often see in the early stages of a bub that's going to later on have some speech and language delays is that sometimes they're actually slow to respond to their name. So they will respond, but there'll be this quite lengthy delay before they do respond. So if you're seeing that delay in response to talking and calling their name, then that's a potential risk factor. The other thing that should be happening by 9 months is that they should be making lots and lots of babble sound. So there should be a variety of coos and goos and gahs and mums and bubs and da-da-das and things like that. Now, it's not to say that they're actually saying words, but there should be that blah, 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 kind of having a go at babbling. Now, by 12 months, that babbling should continue to increase and it should be getting more and more frequent and more varied. It should start to take on this almost speech-like intonation where you can have a conversation with your baby without them using words. So that's where you'll say, "What do you think about that, Johnny?" And Johnny says, "Blah, blah, 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 blah," and then waits for you to say something back. So they'll actually be making some sounds that are almost taking a turn in the conversation. Now, they should also be starting to use gestures like waving, pointing, reaching up to be picked up, things like that by 12 months of age. Now, usually it's between 12 and 15 months of age that we start to see first words coming out. So hopefully that's helped to be able to give you an idea of some of the milestones to look out for in your baby as they're coming up towards starting to actually talk. What are the actual underlying, communication developmental milestones that you need to look out for? As always, if you've got any concerns at all, please seek professional advice. And if you want some extra strategies for how to help your baby learn and how to help them progress, then please head over to www.speechparent.com. And we'd love to be able to provide you with some of our free education and resources. And we've also got some specific courses that can help you in learning how to help your child. Talk, eat, play and learn, and help your baby learn to talk.